Riveting content. Empowering your life. Welcome to the Sphere. This episode is sponsored by
Sphere Exclusives. Looking for exclusive content from your favorite podcasts here at the Sphere? Head over to sphere.tv/Patreon and sign up today. Edwards Media Solutions. Edwards Media Solutions delivers custom marketing strategies with easy-to-track results for any industry. Schedule a free consultation today at area code 832-304-5757 or visit their website at www.edwardsmediasolutions.com. Session Boutique. Session Boutique is your one-stop shop for all your fashion needs, from mom to businesswoman or just being classy and cute. Check out Session Boutique at www.shopsessionboutique.com.
Hey, yo, what's good, my podcasters? That's right. You come to the illest channel, the illest podcast on the planet. For all of my entrepreneurs out there, it doesn't matter if you are an entrepreneur, solopreneur, mompreneur, corepreneur, anypreneur, you came to the right show. I'm your host, Kalia Guillory. You can follow me across all social media platforms. The easiest place for you to grab me on LinkedIn, Instagram, IG, Twitter is to find me at kogpassion.com. Click on those hyperlinks there and you could go right directly straight to my pages. Boy, I'm so happy you decided to spend this next 45 to 60 minutes with your girl, because you know why? We're going to be dropping gems after gems. So if you are considering starting a business, or you have a business, or perhaps you're looking for some transparency, not just the glitz and glam, not just what you see on Instagram where it looks glamorous to own and start your business. No, we get grimy right here on Startup Masters, folks. This is where the grime happens. This is where the grind also happens. This is where those truth-fulfilled moments, those dreams desired, will be realized, so we can give you the energy and the motivation and inspiration and just strictly the clap to rooting for you to start that business, y'all. So keep in mind, if you need anything and you have any questions for us, feel free to always drop us a comment right here on your favorite platform and your provider. But man, I tell you what, I am beyond excited for the guests we have in the studio. We're actually via Skype today. I consider him family because he's family of my family, also through Delta Sigma Theta. What's up, sorors out there who are watching? But this cat here said, you know what? I'm going to use my gifts, my talents, my resources, my inspiration to do better. I'm going to stop eating and driving through drive-thrus and scoffing down fast food, because you know what? It's not healthy for us. This cat wants to be able to embark on a legacy of generational wealth on what we eat. He's changing the face of what healthy eating looks like. Beyond healthy eating, plant-based healthy eating. I can't hold it anymore. I'm super excited. You should be super excited. We got the enthusiast himself right here via Skype. Zav, my dude, also known as the plant-based brother with an A, folks.
What's up? So excited to be here. What's good, family?
Dude, I mean, I am beyond excited. I was excited the day that we met at the LinkedIn event. And then quickly found out that we literally are connected via family. So it's always an honor and pleasure to have family in the studio. You know, people, complete strangers, walk into the studio as strangers and they leave as family. So it's special whenever someone can walk in and via Skype be family and leave as family.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be on the show. I look up to you and Gary and what you guys are doing at the Sphere Network. So this is an honor as well.
Man, we're looking up to each other. It's a constant pouring into self. We're all pouring from a full cup. Because we are beyond proud and impressed on what you're embarking on and what you're doing. Hence the reason why we had to share it with our thousands of subscribers out there.
Have to. Let's get it. I'm excited.
Let's go. So here's how it goes. And I got to give a shout out to our folks that are right here on Facebook Live. Y'all already know how it goes. The first 15 minutes, that's what you get. So if you have any questions, be sure to drop them into the Facebook Live page on the comments. If you got any questions for Zav, make sure you go ahead and drop them in there now so you can get your questions answered. Got to do a quick shout out to our folks over on Patreon. Thank you for being dope. You guys are also going to be listening in via Discord, so make sure when we kill that Facebook Live page that you jump over to Discord if you're not already there, so we can also answer your questions because you get some extra perks. We'll tell you a little bit more about that later on. All right, Zah, my dude. We take this show from past to present to future. Like we want it all. We want it all, my brother. You ready to take us there?
I'm ready. Let's get it.
So tell me, when was that moment? What was going on in your life when you said, you know what? I'm going to be the plant-based brother. I want to know.
Okay. So it was around 2015 and the documentary What the Health came out. And I was, I saw like everybody else. I was like, okay, this is cool. And I was getting DMs, emails, text messages, Facebook messages like, hey, can you send me over a meal plan? Or I really want to give up meat or I want to go vegetarian. Can you help me out? And I was like, okay. So I'm helping out, at least 25 people, no exaggeration. And I said to myself, well, I think I should kind of like monetize that because I was at this phase in my life. I know you left corporate America and I'm still kind of in that corporate America space. And I was like, I feel like there's much more to life than just working for a job that they don't pay you what you're worth. They pay you just enough to come back Monday through Friday. So I was like, I'm not getting paid my worth. Let me start exhausting all of my talents and the things that I'm good at. I wear a bracelet on a daily. It says die empty. So that was one of the things that I need to let go and give to others. I'm a consultant. I'm a motivator by kind of like by nature, and starting the Plant-Based Brother was just the next step to do in terms of entrepreneurship and helping out the community that definitely needed help in transitioning with their diet.
Listen, you gave me goosebumps because I also subscribe to this whole I'm going to commit to dying empty. Like there will not be anything left in this soul of mine whenever I take that last breath. But for those our viewers, our listeners, our subscribers that perhaps maybe don't or haven't been exposed to this ideology or concept, can you dive a little deeper and tell them a little bit more exactly what you mean by that?
Yeah, so I was one that was always taught you have to do one exact thing. I'm a millennial. We were millennials around here, and millennials are super creative. Yeah. I don't know what it is about us, but we have all these things that we want to do. And for so long, I felt kind of like in this box as far as like, okay, well, you went to school for business. You must do business. And I knew that I liked entertainment, and I knew that I liked helping others, and I knew I wanted to be a speaker. But everybody was telling me, hey, focus on this one thing. Don't be a jack of many trades and a master of none. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to just focus on one thing until I realized that I literally can do all of those things that are inside me. It might not be simultaneously, but I can do those things at different times, those interests that I have. And that's my definition of dying empty. So the things that are inside of you that you want to do, just knocking those out, taking care of them. It's not going to, you don't have to do 5 things at one time. Make sure you do those things and don't let anybody put that lampshade over your light.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, that's a word. That's a word. Yeah. That's a word. Yeah. So let's go back to this moment. You're watching this documentary, and 25 folks are hitting you up, and they're like, "Yo, I need a meal plan."
Meal plan, right?
And then when did that light bulb go off and say, "I can monetize this? I am solving a problem. I've found my niche." Like, walk me through what was going on in that moment.
Yeah, so I remember it was, my friend from graduate school hit me up, was like, yeah, I saw a documentary. I really need your help. Can you send me some recipes? Excuse me, can you send me some recipes and some restaurants in Atlanta? Because she lives in Atlanta. I was like, okay, I got you for sure. And I was on Instagram and I saw people that didn't look like me, but they
Yeah.
were doing what it is that I wanted to do. They were helping people, they were coaching, they were coming up with meal plans. And I was like, okay, this is something that I can do and it's a need in the marketplace. I'm not your quintessential, vegan or vegetarian. People think you're supposed to like a twig. You know, I'm a 5'10", 220 brother with locks,
Not a
to
twig.
fit.
Not a
Yo,
twig.
I'm just saying, I'm just keeping it real. They
Keeping it a
think you're
buck.
supposed
Facts.
they think you're supposed to look a certain way, and people are like, yo, you haven't been eating meat in that long, or you can help me transition. I was like, yeah, I would love to help you transition. So it was not seeing enough people that looked like me in the marketplace. That's what really inspired me. I was like, I need to monetize this. I need to, everybody else is making money, using their gifts and their talents, so can I. And it was that moment I was like, bro, you gotta stop sleeping.
That's it. That's it. And there's something really critical that you shared is there weren't any, it was almost a white space in the industry because it's a fact, right? Like people of color, it's just a cultural thing. Like
Right.
I found that when there's someone who looks like us that are trying to lead us down a completely different path, they're more likely to follow that person that looks like
Right.
them just because it's a cultural thing, right? And
Right.
I don't know about you, but I was raised on, smothered chicken, beans and rice. Like,
Right.
for
Right. Fried
those,
chicken,
yeah,
fish fries, all of that. Yeah.
yeah. It's like, okay, so look, I gotta get some more. I gotta peel the onion back a little bit more on that. Like,
Okay.
what do
Okay.
you do when you miss those things, right? Because how long has it been since you had meat?
So it is. I haven't had chicken or beef or steak or anything like that since 2000.
Wow, dude, it's 2019.
All facts. Fish.
19. So in 19 years.
Mhm.
Like, what do you do if you have an urge, or like, what do you? Somebody help me, cause like, what?
So
what?
I think past that point of like wanting like chicken, but there are so many meat alternatives you wouldn't even believe. Buffalo chicken. I'm
Okay.
sure you heard people try to like chickenize cauliflower.
Yeah.
Have you
Huh?
seen it before?
Okay.
Yo,
Okay.
cauliflower, they kind of like fry it and they put it in the buffalo sauce or barbecue sauce, and it's kind of like a fried chicken.
Okay.
Yeah. I like it. It's not chicken per se, but they have a lot of meat substitutes. I just did like a cooking show with one of my boys in Houston, and he tried some teriyaki chicken. He was like, "Bro, you can't tell me that that's not real chicken." I'm like, "It's fake. It's made from soy protein." And he was like, "Oh, this is good." So it's so many meat alternatives. So if I have a taste for like chicken or anything like that, I'll eat some cauliflower. Or I'll eat some meat alternatives.
Bet. Man, listen. So Monique, what's up, Monique? Monique in the she's in Facebook Live. She shouted out soul food. But hey, man, listen. Guys, like we gotta cut this live stream really, really short, really fast. But you know how you can make sure you continue to get it? It's through Patreon. And it just so happened that this portion of the show is sponsored by the Sphere exclusive team. Are you looking for exclusive content that you can't find anywhere else? Look no further than our Sphere exclusives, found only on Patreon. We've got behind the scenes shots happening daily at the Sphere Podcast Studios. Each show on the podcast network curates episodes that are only delivered to Patreon subscribers. Plus, we deliver the show live from start to finish in our Discord server that is exclusive to our Patreon family. Sign up today, like right now, at www.thesphere.tv/Patreon. That's Patreon to join our $2, $5, or $8 Patreon tier and get access to all of the exclusive content we offer at the Sphere. Shout out to everyone who's out there in Discord now. Monique, I see you. What's good? What's good? What's going on? Make sure you guys join. So we got a couple more minutes before we kill this Facebook live feed. Make sure you guys get your questions in for Zob. Zob, let me go through this. So
Okay.
I'm willing to guess. And since you started Plant-Based Brotha, perhaps there were some obstacles you had to overcome. You were faced with some adversities. Talk through, go deep with our folks. Tell us, like, give us a story. Give us an example of one of those times where you were like, that was tough, but I got through it. Tell us what was going on.
I can just speak to the first 6 months, just getting started and knowing that I wanted to be an entrepreneur. A huge obstacle was not having anyone in my family. I had people that were close to me that were business owners and entrepreneurs, but not having anyone in my family just to kind of like show me the ropes and growing up and whatnot. So being the first one in my family to kind of be an entrepreneur was very heavy for me. And it's just like, I don't want to fail. I have my nieces and my nephews and my future family that I need to kind of like be doing this for. Doing that for. And that was huge, just getting over that mental block. I'm realizing I'm 30. I turned 31 last year, and I'm just realizing that sometimes you are your biggest obstacle.
Ooh.
And I was my biggest obstacle because I knew that I needed to start Plant-Based Brotha, but I kind of sat on it and I was thinking about it. And I was like, well, what if it's not right now in the marketplace to do what it is that I'm doing? What if I'm not accepted? And that actually caused me to be stagnant. And I struggle with analysis paralysis. I'm trying to overthink it. I'm trying to figure out, wait, what's my name even going to be? What is my path going to be? How do I want to position myself in the marketplace? And I started for the first 6 months. I chilled for 6 months. And I was like, man, I had to get up. That obstacle was me realizing that I cannot let fear. Jada Pinkett said this recently. She's like, you either operating in fear or you operating in love. So I was stagnant, not doing anything with my business or with the idea that I had for so long because I was fearful. That was a huge obstacle for me. And I think that a lot of people don't talk about the beginning stages of like, okay, the how, the whys. You don't have all the money to start. What do you need to start? And that's the biggest obstacle that I had to overcome, and I overcame it. I'm here today. So
here it is in the flesh, in love. Yeah, man, I tell you that fear will paralyze you, handicap you. Yep. But I got a feeling that someone who's watching this, like right now, you're sitting on your couch watching this on iTunes, or perhaps you're listening to this on Spotify, but why have you allowed fear? My question to you is, why have you allowed fear to paralyze you? That dream that you have been, that keeps coming up month after month after month, it's chasing you for a reason, sis. It's chasing you for a reason, bro. Go ahead and get out there. There's a plethora of entrepreneurs that you can find right here on the Startup Masters. All you got to do is listen in. These people are open, receptive. They're sharing all of their trials or tribulations from beginning to end. So you don't have to skin up your knee to the white meat like we have. Get off the couch and go. Go.
Somebody was waiting for a sign. Thank you for saying that. Somebody was waiting for a sign. If just one more thing happens, no, this is your sign.
This is it.
Get up. Go.
This is it.
Do it.
Go. Like Zab said it, go and do it. And you know what else we got to go and do? We got to kill this Facebook Live. Y'all got an extra 3 minutes on it. You know, if G was here, y'all would have been cut off 3 minutes ago. But I gave you 3 extra minutes. But this portion of the show is sponsored by our Facebook Live team. You know why? Because we want to thank you all for tuning in. But you got to go subscribe to get the rest of the show. So, subscribe to our show on all major platforms, including iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, iHeartRadio, and anywhere else podcasts are found. Don't forget to review us, folks. Our show is across all platforms, so you can help us to build better content just for you. And last but certainly not least, support our mission to bring enriched and inspiring content each and every week. You can do a one-time donation at www.thesphere.tv/donate, or Get exclusive content almost daily via our Patreon tiers. Sign up at www.thesphere.tv/Patreon. Shout out to all our folks that are out in Discord. Listen, Monique jumped over from Facebook into Discord. She said food is medicine. Ooh. We got hey, Takara Hicks, that was me. That was for me. This is why we do this, that was for me.
Wow.
That's it. Okay, let's keep this party going. We out here inspiring folks to get up off the couch and go. The energy is contagious. I feel it, man. I feel it. So let's fast forward to today. Like, walk me through what's going on with you today. What's going on with Plant-Based Brotha?
So I think that 2018 was the year for leveling up. So last year, I actually hired a business coach to help me with everything from sales to marketing to funnels and just everything that I would need to be a successful entrepreneur, because none of us know it all. So because none of us know it all, I needed to hire out and just talk to an expert. So I just completed a class. My website is launching literally in about 2 weeks. I'm really excited about that.
Congrats.
Thank you so much. And I'm out here. I'm getting some partnerships. I'm having people to send me stuff so I can kind of be a sponsor, and things are looking up. And last but not least, I want to mention that I'm going to be accepting clients. So, if you're looking to transition to a plant-based diet, if you're serious about it and you want to work with me, I have a 3-month transition program, or if you want to do something with a little less accountability, I have a transformation guide. It's lit. I'm excited about it. I'm doing a church tour.
A church tour?
Church tour.
Tell me about this.
Yes. So one of my friends, I did a workshop at one of my friends' churches for a camp that they had. And we were just talking about just how much, our diet, and I was talking about emotional eating and food addiction and just a lot of stuff that we don't talk about. I believe if God is going to work through you, it can't be jumbled up with all the bad stuff.
Right.
So I think a lot of churches need to hear that. So I did one in January. It was really successful. So now I'm on the ground about to do a church tour and just go to churches and do workshops and do food demonstrations and let people know, like, hey, it's not as daunting and as crazy as you may think to eat plant-based or incorporate more plant-based options in your diet.
That's what's up. Now, tell me, the church tour, have you released your dates? Are there some dates you want to share with our viewers, or you got to point them back to the site in a couple of weeks when it's released so they can see? Because I'm guessing you might have some folks that want to attend this tour.
Seriously, yeah, I have a couple friends that want me to come to their churches. So I don't have any dates, but if you think your church needs to hear a message, bring in the Plant-Based Brotha. I would love to come and speak and encourage and empower and inspire. Do a food demonstration and just let the saints know how you can eat healthy, how you can eat healthier.
Let the saints know how you can eat healthier. That's it right there. It's something about, and I'm guessing you've done some research on the impact that a plant-based diet has on our overall being, on our clarity, on our thoughts. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So the best the best guide is personal experience. So when I moved to Houston in 2012, I didn't have a doctor. Then when I got a doctor around 2013, 2014, he said, like, yo, bro, I know your diet is cool, but you have pre-high blood pressure.
Oh, wow.
So you don't have high blood pressure,
Yeah.
but if you keep going down this route, and I was like, oh, bro, something has got to give. So I didn't think anything of it. And that next year I gave up fish and dairy. So I was completely plant-based, and I used to have chronic sinusitis. So, when you eat dairy, like singers and speakers, they don't do a lot of dairy before they sing or speak because that mucus buildup is real. So when I gave up dairy, when I omitted dairy from my diet, I used to blow my nose. My friends would make fun of me because I always had some tissue.
You was a snotty nose friend.
Yeah.
We all had one.
My family used to call me Roscoe from Martin. Yeah, they're not real. My family is not real. They used to call me Roscoe.
Oh,
Yeah.
you not Roscoe anymore. You eliminated
Nah,
that dairy.
not anymore.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah, just benefits in that way. And one of my sister's friends had breast cancer, and she changed her diet to a plant-based diet. She went into the doctor. The doctor was like, "Yo, what happened? Like things are looking normal." She was like, "Yeah, cut out the sugar," and she went to a plant-based diet. So, like my stories and just other people's stories are the reason why I'm so passionate about it.
I mean, if that's not marketing 101 right there, I don't know what is. Like, personal stories are always the best. And especially when you think about marketing, that's what pulls at people's heartstrings. That's what gets people to want to learn a little bit more about you and your business. People do business with who they like and they trust. And that right there is something that you can trust. Like, you are no longer Roscoe. We got folks at Discord saying, poor Roscoe.
Not Roscoe. Yeah, family. They're the worst ones.
Yeah, they are. But I tell you what, y'all, my folks, my peeps, we're always looking out for you. So guess what? This portion of the show is sponsored by our good friends over at Edwards Media Solutions. Do you want marketing that works? Do you want to be able to easily see how your business is growing month over month? Edwards Media Solutions can deliver smart marketing built around your business goals. We've taken the guesswork out of marketing. We can deliver easily trackable results that will help you achieve real growth. Call us today at area code 832-304-5757 or visit our web at www.edwardsmediasolutions.com. That's edwardsmediasolutions.com. Tell them your friends over at the Sphere sent you. All right, Zav, let's keep this show going. So
Let's keep it
listen,
going.
you didn't have to go to the doctor. There was a intimate threat of potential having some high blood pressure. You was like, something's got to give.
Something's got to give.
And a residual effect was that you got rid of this sinusitis. You got rid of all this other stuff going
Yeah.
on. You have been researching your butt off, I'm guessing, to make
Yeah.
sure that you can make sure you're recommending the right diets and meal plans for people, especially those who not necessarily want to go cold turkey, because I'm guessing it's not advantageous to immediately like go to cold turkey and then I'm eating meat tonight, but tomorrow I'm going plant-based diet.
Right. Some people can, but some people it's not that easy for them.
What's the transition looking like? Like what have you seen with the transition? Like, do you normally get sick, or because I'm imagining your body has to detox. Like what does that look like, just for our viewers who are considering doing it but they kind of want to get a little bit more information on what it's going to look like?
So some people that I've worked with, their face breaks out, like you said, the detoxing, getting headaches, of course craving meat.
Yeah.
That's definitely going to be in the top three. But if you can get over those, I always say drinking water, and this is something that I started doing, drinking like half my body weight. I don't know if you ever done that?
Yeah,
Like,
that's a thing.
you know,
I was just telling my wife about that yesterday. It's a thing.
So that literally flushes out everything, flushes out your system. So those are the, people breaking out and having headaches are like the top ones that, as far as that transition goes. But after you get over like the first 3 days or the first 7 days for people, they're like, okay, I can do this. I can see myself doing it. Yeah.
What about I've read some articles before that based on your blood type, you should eat meat. Like O positive folks are supposedly, based on this research, are supposed to eat red meat every once and again because scientifically the blood supposedly needs that. So what's your take on that ideology or that theory?
Yes. I have heard that as well. I just know that everything is big business. So our friends and family members that have cancer, they don't often tell them like, yo, you probably need to stay away from sugars. You probably need to stay away from fried foods. If you know anything about Dr. Sebi, he says you have to have an alkaline diet. because he was known for getting rid of hepatitis and HIV and cancer and just all those different things. And everything is in our diet. So I've heard those theories, but I just feel that everybody is working in cahoots. They need us to stay sick so that we can go to the doctor. Doctors are they're in partnership with the pharmaceutical companies, and it's not. I don't mean to sound all conspiracy theorist, but it's real. It's big business. Sickness is big business.
It is.
Healing yourself through let your food be your medicine and your medicine be your food. Doing it that way is not big business. So I think that those doctors who did that report or that study, not negating it or anything like that, but they're in the business. They have to support themselves and their families.
Yeah, totally. Now, I'd imagine that you spent, Malcolm Gladwell says that to become a subject matter expert, you need 10,000 hours. I'm guessing you've got well beyond 10,000 hours in this, because you are rattling off stuff like left and right. But my question to you is, what are you doing to recharge your batteries? Like, what do you do for downtime? What's your self-care routine? Do you have any rituals? What do they look like?
Yes, I am a big advocate for self-care. So I recently got a therapist.
Nice.
That's
Congrats.
good. Thank you. The mental health is top priority, that and spiritual health. But how I unwind, I like getting massages. I like relaxing with my friends. When you're with your friends, it's like no airs. You literally letting your hair down. Y'all eating good food. You're hanging out. You're doing things that you actually enjoy. And I love traveling. That's self-care, being able to see the world and be exposed to different cultures and viewpoints and ideas and scenes. That's what I do for self-care. If I'm not traveling or getting a massage, if I can't do that at the time, I'm taking a nap.
Come on, Naps. Come on, Naps.
Shout out to the Nap Bar.
Shout out to the Nap Bar one time for the shameless plug.
Right, gotta make that plug. I'm an avid napper. I think that's important because sometimes you do get bogged down by the day, and it's just like, whoa, okay, let me just lay down for 30 minutes and and recharge. Like you said, recharge those batteries so that I can do my entrepreneurial stuff from 7 to 12 for my emerging entrepreneurs or for my people who have a 9 to 5 and you're building your business. Like a lot of you guys listening to this podcast.
I mean, that's so real. I exited and transitioned from corporate America. I dubbed myself a corpreneur. I had one foot in corporate America, one in entrepreneurship. Yep. But when you are literally a corpreneur, you're working that 9 to 5, that 9 to 6, sometimes 8 to 6, 8 to 7. But then at night, you're grinding. Right, and then on the weekends, you're grinding. Early mornings before you go into that 8 to 6, you're grinding. So, folks, like, self-care has got to be a thing. Like, you probably wrote it down and you said, I'm going to do this in the beginning of 2019 and you haven't done nothing just yet. Just start with baby steps. Go and get a massage. Take a nap. Go and get an adjustment from a chiropractor. Like, those things are real. Every Thursday is self-care Thursdays.
I love that.
Yes, and sometimes my schedule doesn't permit, but the very next day, I'm knocking out my adjustment. I'm going to get my massage, and I take myself to the movies.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. So, we don't have to, I think sometimes we make it think like we feel like it has to be this big gaudy thing or it has to be grandiose, but it doesn't. It could just be just hanging out with yourself.
Yeah.
That's it. Tell me what your favorite, you mentioned traveling. What's your favorite spots? What's your favorite place?
So favorite place I've been thus far is Paris. And I just loved it because there were so many people that looked like you and I.
Yeah.
And just in the train, they were just chilling. And I think I liked it even more is because I was taking a European kind of like tour going from London to Paris, Paris to Rome, Rome to Greece. And I remember people saying, you're going to love London. Paris, oh no. But it was kind of like the opposite. Like London was cool, but I liked Paris a lot more. Just seeing the sights, just taking in the culture, seeing a lot more people that looks like me. So I would go to Paris every year. I know right now it's Paris Fashion Week. I don't have the funds to go.
Yet.
But Paris is cool. This year I'm trying to do it even bigger. I'm thinking Bali, Thailand, South Africa. That international bug is real.
It's real. It's real. Man, look, just glancing over at Discord, man, Monique said you have to be your own best friend first.
Ooh, I like that.
Ooh, that's a word.
A
Monique.
lot.
Ooh, that's a word. How often do we forget that we are ourselves friend first before anything else, before we
Right.
could kick back with somebody else?
That's true.
Man.
I recently said something negative to myself, and I had to take a step back. It's like, bro, you can't speak like that. And like that's real. So many times we're like, okay, I'm not good enough, or man, I'm such a failure. And it's just like, no, you literally, life and death is in the power of the tongue. So you can't speak those things
Yes.
to yourself. You have to love yourself and talk to yourself like you love yourself. Like, yo, bro, you live, bro. Or
Yeah.
you're God's masterpiece. So there's not anything that you cannot do. So I mean, I get we all have that negative talk, maybe when we're feeling down sometimes, or maybe when something doesn't go in our favor, but it's just like counteracting that with like an affirmation or a scripture, like, yo, you're God's masterpiece. You're doing so much better than you did last year.
See, that's
I
it.
like that. Yo,
That's
I
it.
like that. That was
I
dope.
mean, thoughts become things. It's real. Thoughts
Yep.
become things. Positive, negative. And I decided a very long time ago that I made a conscious effort to choose to no longer have bad days. I have bad moments. Now, some days I have 100 bad moments, a million bad moments in the day.
Yep,
But I no
yep.
longer allow my psyche to say, oh, that was a bad day. Because think about it. Sometimes we could wake up and you hadn't even got out the bed yet, and you're like, "Oh, today's gonna be a bad day." No, like don't speak that over. Don't
not
speak that
speak
over
that
our
over.
lives. No, today's gonna be a great day, and I might bump up my knee a couple of times, but at the end of the day, today's gonna be a great day.
I
That's
love
it.
that. I love that. I love that positivity. I always say I don't really have bad days because I'm operating in purpose.
That's
When
it.
you're operating in purpose, everybody doesn't have that luxury. I understand that, but I don't really have bad days either. So just, let's get it.
That's
Like-minded
it,
people
man.
know what's up.
That's it.
You know,
But you know we can operate in purpose, even if if you sitting in your corporate cube right now, mad because you were supposed to get off at 5 and you're still there, and it is whatever time you
6:47.
listening to it right now.
Right.
Listen, you still can operate in purpose. Your purpose can simply be, I'm going to knock out what I have to do on this desk in a timely manner, and I'm going to do it with excellence so that I can get to the thing that's going to give me the intersection of purpose and passion. Like, what are you doing? Like, there's no reason for you to gripe about it. You still can operate in purpose and passion if you're not in an environment that's what you curated or you cultivated. You still can operate in that passion for sure. And you know, it just so happens that this portion of the show is sponsored by our good friends over at Session Boutique. Fashion is an expression. Beauty is art. Define who you are and simply be is our vision at Session Boutique. We believe our customers deserve the best experience. Therefore, we are committed to delivering only the top quality of clothing for you to choose from. Do you have a special event coming up? Are you planning a birthday party and need that perfect diva dress? At Sessions Boutique, we offer wardrobe styling, fashion makeovers, and so much more. Go online today and book your free, yeah, I said it, free consultation at www.shopsessionboutique.com. That's shopsessionboutique.com. Tell them our good friends over here at the Sphere sent you over there to get fit. All right, let's see here. We got laws of attraction. Misha's in Discord talking about laws of attraction. Yeah, man. Character building days only allowed. Well, that's a word right
love
there,
that.
Monique. Character building days only allowed. Now, you've put in some work. We talked about the 10,000 plus hours. We talked about watching a documentary and fielding 25 plus folks who want your curated meal plans.
Yes.
But let's talk about the future. Let's talk about the next 5 to 10 years. What's in store for that plant-based brother?
That's a great question. What is in store for the plant-based brother? So I want to help. Oh man, I love big audacious numbers.
Yeah, come on, give me one.
I want to help 10,000 people in
There
the
we
next
go.
5 years go plant-based. So it is because of the plant-based brother that they are plant-based. So that's the first thing I want to do. The second thing is I want to be the face for Black people who are plant-based. You know what I mean? Like I said earlier, it has this look, and more people of color are joining the wave. And I hope it's something that sticks. But I want to be the face, get sponsorships, be in ads and promotions.
Yeah.
And last but not least, I definitely want to. I want to be like the guy Ferrari, or however you say his name, of the plant-based world. I want to travel and I want to go to Israel. They have per capita the most vegan restaurants in the world. So I want to go to places like Israel and get footage and have like a show. So next 5-10 years, I need to be on the show. I need to be on the Food Network.
Come
I need to
on.
be
It's in the
getting paid
universe, bro.
to
I'm
travel.
believing this with
Yes.
you. Yes.
Those are the top three goals for the next 5 to 10 years, my future.
I love it, man. Food Network, your own
Yeah.
show. I'm
Yeah.
I'm hearing brand ambassador.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'm hearing some collaborations with
Hmm.
some Fortune 5, some Fortune 1, some Fortune 10s. Like I'm hearing all of this.
All of that.
All of that. Now, I got one last question for you. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I was born ready.
Here we go. So, you think through, you took out meat in 2000.
Hmm.
Plant-based Brother was started in 2015.
15.
You have been on this journey for 4 years.
Hmm.
Trials, tribulations. You've hit some roadblocks with learning how to be an entrepreneur. You were the first in the family, so you were
Yep.
the person that everyone in the household looked up to. And at the family reunions, they're picking your brain on this whole plant-based Brother idea. You perhaps even got a couple of like side eyes, like, is he
Of
really? Is he really about to do this? He doesn't even fit the prototype. But you went and you shattered the glass ceiling, like you shattered it. But imagine if we rewinded the tape and went back. We kept you with all your memories, but we wiped the slate clean, and we gave you some seed money. You had some capital now
Yeah.
to build plant-based Brother. What would you do differently?
Whew. Huh. What would I do differently?
You got some seed money in your pocket.
Uh-huh. I'm realizing now, a couple years later, that content is key. I have
Yeah.
some seed money, so I'm literally hiring a videographer that goes everywhere with me as far as like because the big question I get is, I see you made something, whether I post it on social media, but I need to know the steps.
How
So I'm
did
talking
you
about
do it?
how did you do it, right? So that's what people really want to know. So just showing them, hey, me going to the grocery store and just hiring a videographer. That would be the first thing that I would do. The second thing that I would have done differently is I think that I would have invested more so in myself. So I'm talking about hiring my business coach earlier. You
Yeah.
know, because you don't know what you don't know. That's like business 101.
Yeah.
How are you gonna know if no one ever taught you? So investing in myself and investing in yourself for the fellow entrepreneurs can look many different ways. But for me, back then, I would definitely say I would have gotten more merchandise. I would have sold merchandise. With my logo on it, because my family are still asking me like, yo, let me get a shirt. I was like, I got you. So selling more merchandise, hiring a videographer to just follow me around maybe on the weekends. That's my shooting day. Those are the top two things that I would have done. Just investing in yourself is so key, and realizing that you come first. You have to come first in what it is that you believe. So before others can kind of jump on that bandwagon as well.
Totally. So I'm hearing self-development, sales, and marketing. Those are the three
Absolutely.
buckets
Yeah.
you are
Yeah.
so into.
Uh-huh.
Man, dude, this was good. Hey, you dropped the gems for the folks out here. They had their digital pens and pads ready. I know they took there were some copious note takers out there.
Let's get it.
You really poured into them, and we absolutely honor you for
Thank
being
you.
here
Thank you.
today, for sure.
Thank you.
So tell our folks, tell our subscribers where they can catch you, where they can get more in the know on what's going on with Plant-Based Brother.
For sure. So definitely, I'm very active on Instagram. I do my vlogging through Instagram story, and it just works. So follow me on Instagram at the plant-based brother with an A, not an ER. You can catch me on Facebook, plant-based brother. Like me on YouTube, subscribe. Or if you want to just stay connected with me, I'm on Facebook. I'm not too hard to find, Zav Handfield, and hit me up. Let's stay in contact. Let's be friends. Everybody's my brother and my sister. So if you're serious about trying to transition or you have questions, you can send me an email, theplantabasedbrother@gmail.com. I will reply to you. Let's get it.
Let's get it. And because you got it today, I
Yeah.
want to officially coin you a startup master. Hey,
Get it.
You got it. Sav, you was in it.
Hey, that's my go-to. That's my go-to.
That's it, man. You got it. You got that down pat. Down pat. And my folks, my subscribers, our listeners, our value folks, we thank you. We are oozing with gratitude for your support, for your love, for pouring into us. Now, if there's someone that you believe is a startup master and they deserve to be around this table so they can pour into you, don't forget to recommend. Send us a note. Email us at startupmasters@thesphere.tv. We would love to have them on. All right, folks, this has been another one. Of course, I'm your host, your girl, Kalia Guillory, also known as KG. You can follow me across all social media platforms, LinkedIn, Instagram, the book, Twitter. The easiest way to catch me is through my website. That's at kogpassion.com. It's been real. Zav, thank you so much. I know you were out getting it at South by Southwest, and you took the time out to come and be on the show. Mad love to you, bro, and we're rooting for you.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me. Love y'all.
Love you back, man. Peace.
Yeah. Peace.
Peace.